Stop buying outdated tech. Seriously, the year is basically over, the dust has finally settled on the RTX 50 series launch, and most of you are still about to overpay for a pre-built PC that was considered mid 2 years ago. Don't do it. 2025 has been a weird year for PC gaming, hasn't it? We saw the massive hype train for the new NVIDIA cards. We saw Intel finally clapping back with the Core Ultra chips, and we saw prices do some absolute gymnastics. But here's the reality. With thousands of options flooding Amazon and Newegg right now, finding the actual best rig is harder than beating a Souls game with a blindfold on. We have spent the last 12 months tracking price drops, thermal performance, and build quality. We've filtered out the good on paper, trash, and reality boxes to give you the definitive, final list of the top 10 gaming PCs of 2025. From the budget kings that saved our wallets to the absolute monsters that require their own power plant. Let's get into it. Let's kick this off with the elephant in the room. Budget. Not everyone wants to sell a kidney to play Fortnite. Coming in at number 10 is the Skytech King 95. The problem with 2025 entry-level gaming is that entry-level usually means you're buying a bomb with fancy lights. A lot of brands, naming no names, are still trying to sell you 10-year-old processors in shiny boxes. Skytech didn't do that. This rig is strictly for the people who just want to get in the game without needing a computer science degree. It's rocking a modern architecture that actually lets you upgrade later. It's got enough grunt for competitive shooters like Valorant, Apex Legends, and Roblox at high frames. It lights up, it stays cool, and most importantly, it doesn't crash. It is the ultimate my first gaming PC for this year that won't make you regret your life choices. Moving up a bracket to where most of us actually live, the value tier. Number 9 is the iBuyPower Trace 7 Mesh. We talked a lot this year about airflow versus aesthetics. Usually you have to pick one. The Trace 7 Mesh said, why not both? The mesh in the name is the MVP here. Instead of a solid glass front panel that suffocates your fans, it allows that CPU to actually breathe. Spec-wise, this has been the go-to recommendation for 1440p gaming all year. You're looking at a solid balance of performance that doesn't rely on upscaling tricks just to hit 60 frames per second. iBuyPower also cleaned up its bloatware this year, which is a huge plus. You plug it in, update your drivers, and you're gaming. No nonsense. At number 8, we have the CyberPowerPC Gamer Master. This is where we start seeing the new generation hardware trickling down. This unit is packing the Ryzen 7 processor, a chip that has absolutely dominated the multi-core conversation in 2025. But the kicker is the GPU, the GeForce RTX 5060 Ti with 8 GB of VRAM. The 5060 Ti has been a controversial card, but in a pre-built at this price point, it's a killer. It gives you access to the newest DLSS features and frame generation tech that older cards just don't have. Plus, CyberPowerPC slapped DDR5 in here running at 6000 MHz. That is fast. That means your 1% low frame rates are going to be buttery smooth. If you are a streamer or a multitasker, those 20 processor threads are going to eat up whatever you throw at them. Number 7 is for the people who hate fan noise. It's the HP OMEN 45L. HP did something risky a couple of years ago with the cryo chamber, that weird little gap at the top of the case, and in 2025, they perfected it. The radiator for the liquid cooler sits outside the main chassis. It pulls in fresh air from the room, not the hot air your GPU is spitting out. The result? The Intel Core Ultra processors inside this thing run cooler than almost anything else on the market. And we need to talk about that Core Ultra naming. This isn't just a rebrand. These chips handle background tasks and AI workloads significantly better than the old i9s. Combined with PCIe Gen 5 storage, this rig feels snappy. It boots instantly, levels load instantly. It's the quality of life pick of the year. Number 6, the MSI Codex Z2. If the OMEN is for the unique design lovers, the Codex is for the minimalists who just want raw power. MSI took their new Ryzen 7870F, a chip that punches way above its weight class, and paired it with the brand new NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070. Development. The RTX 5070 is arguably the star of 2025. It's the card that finally made high refresh rate 4K gaming accessible without needing a loan. The Codex Z2 is designed around airflow, featuring a mesh front and 4 system fans right out of the box. MSI also includes their Mystic Light RGB, which is actually one of the easier software suites to use. It's simple, it's powerful, and it doesn't look like a spaceship. It just looks like a serious machine. Breaking into the top 5, we have the influencer's favorite, the NZXT Player 3. You have seen this PC. It's on every Twitch stream, every TikTok setup tour, and every YouTube background. And there is a reason for that. The H9 flow case they use is gorgeous. It uses a dual-chamber design, shoving the ugly power supply and cables behind the motherboard tray so that the main chamber is just pure, unadulterated glass and RGB. But it's not just a pretty face. The Player 3 configuration is their top tier. We are talking high-end airflow that keeps even the hottest GPUs chilly. If you care about aesthetics, if you want your setup to look like $1 million, this is the only choice. It's the centerpiece of a room, not just a computer. Number 4 is an absolute brawler, the ASUS ROG Strix GA35. This is for the AMD loyalists. ASUS went all in on Team Red here. It's powered by the high-end Ryzen 9 processors. And if you know anything about 2025 gaming, you know that Ryzen 9 has been crushing it in efficiency. The case design here is aggressive. It has a carrying handle, though I wouldn't recommend lugging this beast around too often, and a keystone feature that lets you save your personalized profiles on a physical NFC key. Is it a gimmick? Maybe. Is it cool? Absolutely. But performance-wise, the airflow is directed specifically to separate the CPU and GPU heat zones. It runs loud, it runs fast, and it chews through rendering tasks like they're nothing. Now we are in the podium positions. Number 3, the Corsair Vengeance RE7600. This PC is what happens when one company makes almost every part inside the box. Corsair makes the RAM, the fans, the case, the cooler, and the power supply. Because of that, everything plays nice together. Key moment. You're getting the premium build quality paired with the monster RTX 5080. But the secret sauce here is the ICUE software integration. You can control every single LED and fan curve from one screen. Most pre-builts have a mix of random parts that don't talk to each other. The Vengeance feels like a cohesive premium product. It's quiet, it's built like a tank, and the build quality is superior to almost anything else on this list. Number 2, the runner-up, the ASUS ROG G700. This is the revised 2025 model, and oh boy did they go hard. This is the dual-glass chassis that everyone has been talking about. It has a massive 58-liter capacity, which means it supports those massive triple-slot GPUs without them sagging or choking for air. Under the hood, it's rocking the Intel Core Ultra 7265KF. This chip runs at a staggering 5.5 GHz. Pair that with the RTX 5070 and 32 GB of DDR5, and you have a machine that doesn't just play games, it dominates them. ASUS also included AI noise cancellation and Dolby Atmos support, so the audio experience matches the visual one. It's toolless, meaning you can upgrade it later without a screwdriver. But with specs like this, you won't need to upgrade for a long, long time. And here we are, the king of 2025, the machine that made headlines, broke benchmarks, and probably broke a few bank accounts. Number 1 is the Alienware Area 51. Dell brought back the legendary Area 51 branding for a reason. This isn't an Aurora, this is a completely different animal. Let's look at the specs because they are frankly ridiculous. We are looking at the Intel Core Ultra 9 285K processor. That is 24 cores, 76 megabytes of cache, boosting up to 5.7 gigahertz. It's backed by 32 gigabytes of dual-channel DDR, 5XMP memory, running at 6,400 megatransfers per second. And the graphics card? The NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5080 with 16 gigabytes of GDDR7 memory. GDDR7 is the new standard we have been waiting for. The bandwidth is insane. This machine runs a 1500-watt platinum-rated power supply. 1500 watts. You could probably jumpstart a car with this PC. They used a custom motherboard with dedicated heat sinks just to manage the power delivery. The CPU is cooled by a massive 360mm liquid cooler hidden behind a tempered glass door. It is the most powerful, most over-engineered, and most capable gaming desktop we have seen this entire year. If you want the best of the best and you don't care about the price tag, this is it. So that is the landscape as we close out 2025. If you're on a budget, the Skytech gets you in the door safely. If you want the best all-rounder, the Corsair Vengeance or the iBuyPower mesh are incredible. But if you want to dominate, the Alienware Area 51 stands alone. Don't let the marketing hype fool you. Stick to these specs, and you'll be set for 2026 and beyond. We're already testing the prototype monitors for next year, and trust me, you don't want to miss that. Subscribe to Digitech Tube right now, and click this video here to see how that RTX 5080 actually handles 8K gaming. I'll see you in the next one.